Is it a good time to buy a new machine tool? Well, Stuart Wade thinks so. Welcome to this week's Swarf and Chips.
I mean, in my mind, if you've got the work, then now's a fantastic time to invest. With the government helping with lending and paying off the first year of interest, it's a very cheap time to borrow money. We've just invested in a new machine, and over the course of the deal, we've done it on a 3-year deal, and the interest that we're paying back on that is about half of what we'd normally pay on a deal like that.
Now this space here is where one of Stuart's older machines used to lie, which of course has now been replaced, two have been replaced by this one here.
I mean, with new technology, new machines, they've all got new controls on, they've got nicer features to help with setting and programming. We've just got rid of 2 older machines and replaced them with 1 new machine. And it's got a little bit more capability to it. And overall, I think that if you keep a machine running well and efficiently, the output that you can get could be almost as good as what you can get off of 2 older machines. And certainly when you consider the amount of time that it can save you with setups as well, and that's a big part of it.
It was interesting to hear as well how manufacturing here has changed at Empire in terms of the quantities of components coming through and how regular they're needing to set machines.
Years ago we was getting a lot more larger quantity work, and that seems to have gone a lot. We still have the odd jobs that are sort of big quantities, but by and large all of it is a lot smaller, sort of anything from 1,000 and lower. So we're having to do an awful lot of setting. Again, that's part of the reason why we've kind of replaced 2 older machines for 1 new machine. We simply weren't able to keep all the machines set and running all of the time, because all of us out there were sort of setting up 3-4 jobs a day if we were possibly able to, and it was just getting too much. So we're trying to kind of consolidate it, keep fewer machines well loaded, and with the newer technology as well, like I say, it helps with the setups, so hopefully we can be more efficient on that.
And making bucket loads of Swarf like this day after day is what has kept Stuart's business competitive during the COVID-19 crisis.
With the lockdown coming into place, we furloughed most of our staff as a precautionary measure. And we was actually quite lucky. We had enough work kind of trickling in just to keep us going, and financially over the entire period it hasn't actually hurt us too much. So we have been quite lucky. We've slowly started to bring people back one by one, and as of about 2 months ago we were back up to full staff and getting quite full with orders as well. So we are now quite busy.
And I love talking to Stuart and seeing his genuine passion and excitement for the company. It's obvious to see that coming to work in the morning is no chore for him. But what about his staff?
Jack, you're one of the apprentices here, and the boss has been absolutely raving about it. He says basic engineering, you just get it, you're motivated, you're happy to work, and things like that. So great testimony to you. But as your apprentice, why did you join engineering?
Well, at college I was originally going to do aerospace engineering, but I decided to do manufacturing in the end, and I took an interest in it. And all the small parts and the big parts just caught my interest, making all different types of materials.
What's your best thing about engineering so far?
Sort of the accomplishment. So if I make quite a complex part, I do it all from scratch. It's sort of like, say I don't ask Stuart for help, it's just all myself, sort of an accomplishment. It's a big improvement from, say, last year when I couldn't really program at all.
And Stuart himself has been the winner of a Swarf and Chips goodie bag in the past, guessing correctly the cycle time of a component. So it would only seem appropriate to do a cycle time challenge while we're here on site at Empire today. This is the component in question, and of course we want you to put your guesses in whatever channel you're watching this program on. So this part here is machined in one hit on a CMZ gantry loaded lathe. It comes out of this stock that you can see, and basically what happens is the first operation is to machine this face, this side. They turn the diameter, take all the stock material off the diameter, finish the internals, do the boring here, obviously U-drill, bore out. There's also machine features on the outside diameters here, which you can see, and these are all done as well on the first operation. In addition to that, this profile is also machined on the first operation. Once all of these features have been machined, the part is then picked up and it's moved across to the sub-spindle. Then on the sub-spindle, all of these areas and features are machined. The inside diameters and tolerances here, we're talking about 20 micron tolerances on some of these bores and diameters. All the diameters, all the bores, all the holes and other parts that need to be machined are then done on the second operation. This part is then taken off of the machine, or taken out of the sub-spindle and put back onto the, taken up in the gantry and put back into the stacking system. But how long did this part take to machine in one hit on this CMZ lathe?
The sorts of components that you're getting through are becoming more and more complex, and the technology's allowing that. You know, you're getting parts now that 10, 15, 20 years ago you just wouldn't have done in one hit. But now it's all about getting that part off complete and not having to have that labour cost of somebody else stood there, whether it be a deburring operation or, you know, turning it around and reworking or putting it on another machine to rework it. We have got those capabilities, but we use them extremely rarely. Nearly everything comes off complete on one machine.
Now, reliable manufacturing makes or breaks businesses, and Stuart's reliance and trust in Star is evident here in his machine shop, where he has 9 of their sliding head lathes.
Now's a really good time to buy. There's a lot of deals going on with machine tool companies. That again was something that we took advantage of. Star were looking at buying back older machines, and we got a reasonable price for them, was happy with that, and also it cuts out the hassle of having to try and sell the machines to private buyers. And with the new machine coming in, like I say, the finance benefits, it was a bit of a no-brainer really. So yeah, definitely now's a great time to invest.
So if my interview with Stuart Wade here at Empire Manufacturing has encouraged you to invest in new machinery, then visit our other channel, MTD CNC, for all the latest offers on new machine tools.